Filmic Pro, which would prevent this over exposure with the automatic changes in lights and so on that the iPhone does automatically. I would have been able to set the exposure, but Filmic Pro has now started forcing subscription. Even though I bought it outright, there are a lot of people on the internet complaining about Filmic Pro and what they've done out of greed. I ordered a new boom arm to replace the Magic Arm here because the Magic Arm, you twist it and the whole thing flops down like Gumby. And it was supposed to come today, this new arm system that I've got, which looks amazing on the internet, with a nice triple swing arm thing that will hopefully just never twist like this one can. Which is why I'm upgrading this whole system with the new system that I'm paying for. I'm a bit out of it. I need a coffee again. All right, anyway. One of the things I have improved is that I have figured out a way to make this full screen instead of iPhone size. What do you think of that? Full screen. Move it around, see? How do you do this? Huh? Secret. I can even change the zoom level easily. Pretty good, huh? This little character here, this little thing here. See this? It's part of it. I'm too out of it to give you a nice presentation. Inside, settings, go to accessibility on your iPad. This is iPad instructions, 2024. I guess iOS 17. And click on zoom and just go through those settings until you find this thing. And let's make it a full screen option, that's it. 8-power mirror has no control over this system. The gesture is 3 fingers sliding to move it. You can toggle between zoom mode and not zoom mode just by double tapping that. If you tap and hold. So now I can zoom in and out at the level I want. So they're the 3 gestures. Obviously the more you zoom in here on this screen, the lower the resolution. At the moment it looks like I want to reduce this zoom level because I want to see more of myself. But I can't see more of myself than the top and bottom, so I might as well at least take those to the upper limits. But I do lose width obviously, but when I zoom up, there. I mean, I would have liked to have gotten rid of the 443, 444, as written here on the screen, but doesn't matter. So that solves the zoom problem on the screen. One more. All right. One of the important differences that I was looking forward to with the full topper versus the front partial is that at the moment, obviously, what I've got on my head right now looks almost fine from the front, but you can see from the sides. I've always complained about this bump here, which is unnaturally happening at a weird spot in my head. It's just ridiculous, all right? I can't wait for that new swing arm. Okay, let's just try this on instead. What's the usual method? Do you flip? Do you just flip? Is that the way? As it stands, if I shave down to here, if I shave to there, there'll be a little bit of overhang. But at least it would be a starting point, right? Now, it's past midnight and this thing, which totally stops all the mess going down the back of my shirt. I could do this with clothes on. It's so neat, I love it. I'm almost willing to wait till morning, till the sun rises, when it's, you know, socially acceptable to turn on a hairdryer. It's not exactly how this hairpiece will conform. The hairpiece will probably stick out a bit wider, I think. Don't forget that front lip part. Hopefully that, I mean, I need the hairpiece on my head before I can really make some proper adjustments. I certainly don't want to start by shaving lower than this thing, because I can take a bit more off, but I certainly don't want a gap anywhere. I prefer it was overhanging, but you can see how the plastic is visible and flaps around if it's not stuck down onto skin. So I do have to make it all shaven wherever it ends up. First of all, do I like this scale? Do I like this size? Okay, let's start by looking at how the hairline will connect here. Is that a natural way for a human hairline to connect? To go bump, bump. I don't know. It's not even on the front, is it? I don't know. I guess it all comes out in the mix. I don't know. I think that is where my original temples would have been. And I've had a hell of a time over the years trying to make sure that they landed there when I tried to make these 2 points land exactly, because often they were like that and I would have to cut bits away on that side, etc. Trying to make things work. What's Pros Aid glue? I've been reading about it, you know, I've been watching, you know, more and more videos about this kind of thing, so I get an idea of how to do all this. Pros Aid adhesive. Drag queens, a lot of drag queens seem to use it for their weaves, and then people are talking about using it on their latex, like if they're wearing disfigurements or fake noses or whatever. Prosthetics. Pros Aid is supposed to be maybe a prosthetic glue for stage. But I've been in a lot of shows, you know that, and they use like some kind of, I might have used Pros Aid on me for things over the years. What's the other one they use for fake mustaches? It never worked. It was some cheap yellow shit. It had no hold at all. It was just messy and ruined everything it touched. Can't remember what it was called. Anyway, I don't feel like exploring in the realm of theatre is going to find us any decent glue. Maybe in the field of medicine, where people are having their arms stitched back up with some kind of adhesive suture, that's about the best we'll find. But as far as I've seen, that's just super glue, but more medical grade super glue that doesn't cause you to get cancer or something. And apparently it's really expensive. It's like Dermabond? Yeah, I think it's called Dermabond. I don't know if that's correct, but I think that is, like, instead of like a $45 bottle of Ultra Hold, which is pretty much the standard price in Australia for Ultra Hold for 1.2, it's a 1.4 fluid ounces. Yeah, I think the same amount in Dermabond would be more like $200, and that's just ridiculous. That's not justifiable unless the hairpiece stayed on your head for a year. Anyway, I'll wait until the sun rises before I do this, shave this, because I can't do anything in terms of cutting this hair or seeing what it looks like or anything else until it can be stuck down. It can't be stuck down until I do this. The other one, the quiet one, I could do that, but I don't really want to lose one of my only opportunities in soon times to play with this thing, because I just love it. I love the way it just disappears. There's no mess to clean up. It claims to vacuum up 90% of hairs. From what I've seen, it's vacuumed up 100%. So I'm very happy with it. All right, I guess I'll go and work on a script or a play or some life-changing thing that could help me, maybe go to the gym. But no, I think I'll find food and play computer games. Is this bit ever going to be okay? That's probably going to be a problem and I have to cut it off. My original plan was to follow the contour of what came from the factory, so I didn't ever have to cut that bit. If it had that extra bit at the front, it would go down to there, and if I moved this back so it landed there, then I would have recessions, and this bit back here would be shaved back further. As it stands, I'm not going to obviously cut this hairpiece shorter until I've tried it on, but I'm just noticing that, and I always knew that this could be a protrusion at the front. It might result in a hairline that's more up there like that and comes down, I don't know how high up that would be, probably more like that. It's 1 in the morning, but this is not too loud and it doesn't work when it's plugged in. That's acceptable, but I'd have to make a mess. In terms of cutting my hair, seeing the back and everything, I don't think it'll be a major problem for me. I think it'd be easier to do it while it's on my head than on there. I didn't end up playing computer games. I spent the last 10 hours, it's now 11 AM, from 1 till 11 editing this video. So at least now I know where I'm at. And this t-shirt looks fucking horrific. So hopefully that was a 3XL. Hopefully this old stretched out L will be okay. Nope, too tight, I'm a fat ass. One of the things I'm quite interested in seeing, by the way, I think I prefer to, even though it's, not full screen, for my purposes, I need to see what I'm filming. So I'll probably just keep it wide like that so I can see everything you see, given I am the director. One thing I'm interested in seeing when I do shave all of this is to see if the dandruff goes away, if this is all scabbed up, potentially at least in this area. We will see in the coming weeks or months maybe whether or not, if I do have like scabs there right now, whether or not having removed the hair and smothering with glue and all that sort of stuff will result in an improvement in scalp quality. It's not like I'm letting it get exposed to air though, so it could get worse. The other thing I'm concerned about is when I do add glue to the base of this, where will the glue be placed? I'd almost have to empty half a bottle of Ultra Hold to cover and smother this entire thing. And then there's the placement. In all my attempts so far, I've just been flipping it. And I don't think that's the method. I think people are rolling it or something, but you can't roll it because it would be covered in glue, so how would you roll it? Maybe you have to sort of lower it like that and then spludge it out. Is that? I have to figure that out as well. In fact, I should probably figure it out before I shave a giant horseshoe into my head. Well, it's daytime now, so I'm not going to wake the neighbours if I shave my head. I'll need to be able to see. Where should I start? Should I go from the deep end or dip my tootsies in gently on the shallow end and feel the temperature of the water and go back gradually? Another thing I've realized here with this camera, you see how my arm is going the opposite way on the camera, like that, and it's not mirror-like. It is when you're over here. Now it's mirror-like. I didn't calculate that obviously when I put this around the other side, I have to manually flip this so it becomes more mirror-like for me. Now it's mirror-like. None of that is baldness, despite this weird line here. Because this thing's like a galaxy, isn't it? The way it spins out. These glasses are not strong enough. And yet they're my strongest glasses. They're way worse. The world is in fog to me. I'm gonna shut this sunshine out because the glare feels like this is too intimate a moment to have distracting other lights. I just want you, not only you. Only you. Not this one. Jesus, this is fucking scary. All right, what are we targeting? There? Around there somewhere? Oh my God. The interesting thing about this is because I'm facing that way and looking at the back of my own head in that direction, even though the back of my head is facing that direction, it feels almost like I'm going to be shaving somebody else's head, so it matters less maybe. Fuck, are there any other steps I need to fucking take into account before this happens? Oh yeah, that's right, I was going to grow my hair underneath my hairpiece, wasn't I? Just try to stick it down on top. But then as we saw, the back plastic pressed against the hair makes it just look like a plastic bag is stuck in your hair somewhere, and it would look like that all the way around. It has to be stuck to scalp, not hair. The other thing is the mess of cleaning up glue from hair later on. But that matters less to me than having to regrow all this if I shave it. If I shave it, I'm about to fucking shave it. There's nothing I can do to stop myself. Where the fuck are you? Right. Don't miss. Just practicing. Oh, it's so fucking scary. Are you serious? Do you guys do this? Oh, yes, right, you don't. You just reach and you feel it. You can't even see what you're doing to yourselves. Set up a proper mirror system like this, then feel your dick shrivel. This is fucking scary, man. Whoa. Stop trying to hit me and hit me. Past the point of no return, blah, 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 blah. Motherfucker. What am I, a racing car? Oh, that's wild. I should just leave it like this. Chicks would dig this, don't you think? Carl Pilkington. Ate like a fucking orange. That's what I look like. Where are the scabs? Alright. Shit. I've started. It's started. It has begun. It's only just begun. Shut up, I'm having a moment over here! Alright. What the fuck? That's fucking weird. Do I just continue? I don't know. I'm scared. You need guidance, my child. Guidance will help you on your way. The color difference. That's definitely wrong. It must have faded over time. I don't think I would have deliberately. I did seem to wear it for a long time. You have not yet reached the end. You want to keep that shit scented. See, I've set this up for myself this time so I can see what I'm doing because it's so important. But you know, normally I would try to angle this thing so that you can see my face so I can talk to you and so on. But that's now not ideal for me anymore, see? I'm like something out of The Fifth Element. So rough. I really do keep expecting the hairs to fall down all over the place, and this thing just sucks them all right up. Okay, I'm balding. Jesus, never seen this. I don't remember seeing it anyway. I want to bring everything closer in to the front mirror so I can see my reflection up closer, my front-facing reflection as well. Everything's blurry when I lean forward because these glasses are not covering my eyes. I'm looking through there and I have to keep, they need to be up there. They need to be up. I hope all that was recording before the phone call came through. I'm starting to look like one of your grease balls. Oh, there you are. Absolutely invisible. I can just make you out. All right. I look like a bit of a bell end in it. But I'm tempted. I'm tempted to do what some people say to do, which is try to guess where your front full line starts. Like that's cutting into me. They're saying just do that around the edges, but that will be lower than the... They're saying to shave around the edges and then colour it in. But, fuck. That could get very messy. This thing will stretch over it, right? And what if it doesn't? What if this thing, because of the way this front, where is the front hairline? That's the pointy bit. What if that comes down too pointy and comes up too far and this doesn't align anymore? If that happens, I guess I'll snip off the front so we can flatten it lower on the forehead. Alright, fuck. You should look where I'm looking, which is the mirror. I should be seeing the side of my face. Sorry, we're gonna have to face this way. This looks like a terrible injury. As I go around, you have to keep going around. Oh fuck, I just indented that because it slipped. Oh fucker. Fuck, I overshot, didn't I? This is not the neatest method in the world, but I don't see a better way. This seems like the best of a bad bunch of ways. This blade is quite wide. About the same. What have I done to myself on the other side? Look at the sweat building up under there. Is that normal for you guys as well? This is what must happen underneath your hairpiece every time. That's why you get yellow under there. Because there's no breathability. It's just always trying to sweat and alleviate heat from your head. I can't even, I don't fucking fall over and faint and just like, oh, get it off me, get it off me. I could freak out, I don't know, might happen. Look what's happening under there right now. I really want to save this man's life. It's like suffocation, look at it. Fuck, no. Yeah, I've always had my doubts about a full poly hairpiece because how are you breathing? Oh man, I'm just making a fucking mess. Let's take this off and give my head some reprieve. Turbo Man. Oh wow, that's so hard to control. so hard to control. Unbelievable. You know how people get micropigmentation? So it looks like, yeah, I'm trying to be bald anyway. So there, I'm deliberately being bald. I could grow a full head of hair if I wished. Look, obvious. This is like that for bald men. Fuck. These little creatures who are living on my head are going to die, you know that, right? They are not going to survive. Whatever's going on with that little dome, that little biodome that was going on there, they're going to get fucked up, man. They're not going to be able to breathe or nothing. Kill me! It's an abomination. Straighten up your motherfucker, yo. All this time I keep thinking that when this is square, the camera's in the middle. But the camera is not in the middle, that's the middle right there. The camera is on the side of the phone. I guess I could pinch it over so the camera of the phone is, so the phone's all like lopsided, but it doesn't matter at the end of the day. It's about what the screen sees. It's not like I'm looking at it. Once it's in position, it should be right. Why the shame? Why the shame on me? What's that from? That's right, Falling Down. One of the best movies of all time. Try to keep tracing. And I'm actually just going to pin and press it down hard in there. That will make it stay. Welcome to Fear Factor. Fuck. This is like the biggest dare anyone would give you before risking your life. I mean, God. Left-handed. You love this, don't you? All right. Look at the lump in my giant brain. It's like it wanted to just go into a normal skull and then it realized, nah, the brain is too big, it won't fit. We have to fucking give him like extension. I like apples. This is bullshit. Fuck, I'm fucked. Alright, this is life. This is life, I suppose. This is fucking life. This is how it works. Alright. Yeah. That's what I thought I'd be when I grew up. I'm like 5 minutes away from the Guernsey. Ba-ding, ba-ding, bring out your dad! I should have done that with one tooth. Better acting next time. One tooth. Much better. You're all just fucking jacking off to this, ain't you? This is like a horror movie for me. Have some fucking respect. Jesus fuck Christ over here. Nope. Can't see shit there. Oh man, that was like a fluctuated way too much. That's why it's so lopsided. Oh no. Front hairline is in position now. So what the fuck is all of this? You fucking idiot. I wasn't even bald at all. You were just trying to trick me, weren't you? It's just a weird exposure setting on the phone, but now I'm fucked. I look like this, And I don't even have male pattern baldness because male pattern baldness doesn't end there, it ends like down there. What the fuck have I done to myself, you guys? Yeah, but at least now I can access the dandruff zone, because what the fuck is going on with this diseased head? Holy fuck, that's a lot of redness. That's a lot of redness. You can see where the dandruff comes from. That's ridiculous. That's lack of hygiene. That's basically what that is. I don't know what it is. It's a lie of what it is, and it will take over the world. So let's just bow and pray to our Lord and Master, the Thing. Now, when I did only catch 90%. Fuck, that's hard, bending your arm backwards and around and doing everything weird in a mirror. Oh, shit. Might as well get the face as well. You think? Clean me up a bit. Nah, it's better to wait until I've got a hairpiece on so I can compare what it's like to have a beard and hair versus no beard and hair, and then the contrast between grey and no grey and all that sort of stuff, which will require me to do some self-experimentation. Yeah, I'm ashamed to look at myself in the mirror. That's just, whatever that is, that's what that is. I feel like that's starting to lag a bit. It's all right now. When I was a kid, in year 7, there was a girl in my class who always did like a logo. So I always try to copy her, not with her logo, with making up my own one. And then, when I was a teenager, when I was 19, I had a 20th birthday party, because I figured 0, why doesn't anyone care about 0? So when I had completed 19 laps of the sun, I'd had a 20th birthday. And on that day, I just ran away from home, lived in a combi van for months, didn't tell anyone where I was, and I was a missing person. Yep. And the first thing I did just before I left, just before my 20th birthday, is I shaved a patch right here. Just shaved that and drew my little logo and gave it to the tattoo artist and said, put it here forever. And it's still there. So it'd be fun to have his little face peeking up over the top. But this hairpiece would no longer fit. The one I've cut out would no longer fit. It would have to be a bigger hairpiece. I keep forgetting that I've got to try to stick to this hairpiece, or I'm going to be fucked. Let's hope it fits. Now we've got something to check on it with. But unfortunately, I have got to deal with these scalp issues and, I don't know, maybe clean up the scalp a lot more using a razor. So it'll be like a second edit. And I've got to totally clean this with absolute scalp preparation, don't I? Just run the razor blade over this creature who's trying to take over the world. Hope it doesn't make it angry. I expect to be cut during this process. See, the thing is, if I try to put this hairpiece on, I still won't even know if it fits, because the hair will all be in the way. It's not until I've stuck it down that I'll actually know. One important thing here is going to be resolution of the screen, of the A-Power mirror screen. And I'm not going to set it to 1080p because it'll be too much lag. Fucking rotation. Yeah, I can't wait for anyone to arrive. Well, I guess I'll need a razor. I'm just looking into this and I think I'm seeing a whole bunch of white stuff on top, like sprinkles. It's not just hair in there, it's little bits of creature. Oh, we've made it angry, man. We're going to have to run for our lives. We'd better go before it gets dark. Took off half my skull, not just my hair. I've decided that my scalp needs to be hot and have some kind of shaving cream on it before I start doing this. So I'm gonna have a shower and scratch the shit out of whatever the fuck this thing is. Get it off me, get it off me. I was scared to come around the corner because I thought somebody might be in here. Then I realized it's only you, so I didn't know. Watch how quickly my glasses fog up after being in the shower. Still can't see it. Can you see me? Nice. What did it feel like to have a shower with a bald head? The fan was going in this room, by the way. Can you see my glasses fogging up? I don't even know where you were in the beginning. Because I had short hair, it didn't feel that much different. Then I went into the room after drying my head with a towel, which felt a little bit different. And I stood under the bedroom fan, and that felt nice. Like it alleviated some of this massive amount of heat that always comes off my head. Let's see what happens if I put that dome, where is it? If I can even find the front hairline. See if this thing fogs up as well. I sweat for about 2 hours after every shower. I don't know why. I feel extremely overheated right now. And I do after every shower. It's the middle of winter. This house is heated, but I wasn't sweating like crazy before. My eyelashes brushing against the fog. Oh yeah, they're like windscreen wipers. Oh, I can see you a bit more now. Maybe that's why they were invented in the first place. Of course. What were eyelashes for? They're windscreen wipers for glasses. Thank you, Jesus. We weren't listening. All right, here we go. We're going to have a look and see how well this thing fits. It's a bit tight. Oh. Okay, that's the front. And I got the back there. Oh shit, there's a bit of mess. Messy. Oh my god, that can't be. Tell me I've got this lopsided. That is. Fuck, what's going on back there? Is that the back? Wait. I've got to make this the right way around. Okay, now it's mirror view. Alright, so that's right at the back where I cut in too far. But maybe I'll have to go down further. I don't know, it depends on this hairpiece because I don't want to waste this hairpiece. And then this side here, my left side looks like there's a wonky bit cut out that went down too far as well. We have to determine whether or not I've correctly positioned the front hairline exactly in the right spot. But I can't see much right now. Where the fuck are you? There, I have got to get the adhesive circle, the reinforcement sticker to put around there. And what's going on in this fucking incubation dome of pain right now? I'm scared to wear that thing to block any air coming to my scalp, because I don't know how long I could endure this. Like, even if I just let it relax, but it wouldn't have airflow. There's no chance of airflow. I remember once I put, like, my cousin was selling hair products and he gave me a few samples. It was like Hair Club or something. I don't know what it was called. It was something like that, and it was petroleum based, and I wore it in my hair thinking, oh, this is good, I've got a bit of style. But I went down to the train station platform and I was like screaming, get it off me, find some water. And I suddenly realized it's very hard to find water or a bathroom anywhere in the city. That was in Sydney, same every city in Australia as far as I know. You're going through the underground train station or something, there's no water. In an emergency, that was a fucking emergency. I was feeling like I could have died, like seriously overheated. And that's what I'm starting to feel a bit like right now. I will continue to shave this scalp, but I've got to tell you right now, this is not good for my health right now, as far as I can see. Just center that a bit more. This feels like dangerous. By the way, you know the mirror is not fogged up at all, right? It's absolutely clear. The mirror is absolutely not fogged up in any way whatsoever. You were thinking this room was full of humidity and whatever. It has not affected the bathroom mirror. It's just all coming out of my body. And people say use Ghost Bond. Like, I don't think people who don't sweat know how life really is for the rest of us. This is sweating. The temperature. Alexa, what's the temperature?
Right now, it's 11 degrees Celsius. Tonight, expect a low of 7 degrees.
It's getting warmer. Alexa, what's 11 degrees in Fahrenheit?
11 degrees Celsius is 51.8 degrees Fahrenheit.
51.8 degrees Fahrenheit. The other day, like a few days ago, it was 0 degrees at night. This doesn't feel healthy. I'm only keeping this on my head as an experiment, because if my body doesn't just recover on its own, wearing a hairpiece this size might be out of the question. Because I don't know how to punch holes in something like this. If it's a full sheet of poly, I don't know. And does this even fit? Have I cut this out nicely or not? What's my score out of 10 for cutting this out? I don't know. It seems like I'm missed a few bits or overshot a few bits. Also, I haven't used a razor yet. That's next. If I was trying to think of a way to heat up my scalp prior to shaving, this is definitely one of those methods that is going to be successful. Let's take this dome off my head and see what the problem is here. Okay, I'm going to take it off now. Voilà, monsieur. Bon appétit. Shaving cream. Do I have to do this left-handed? Surely not. It's got to be a way to do this. I want to just regrow this length in a couple of days anyway. Shouldn't I just leave it like this? That's going to be freaking hard to get to. I can actually hear these really strong hairs, which were not balding in the first place, really fighting to stay in there. Like on the front, it never makes any noise like that. That's just from where my finger was holding it. Yeah. What's the point? Never ends. Oh yeah, the eyelash. Alright, let's keep going. Fuck, that's really awkward. My arm doesn't bend that way. Helicopter's fucking low. It's low enough to be vibrating glass in my bathroom. Let's see if this helps me at all. Jesus. It's not gonna, it's contouring the opposite direction. Oh, it's not, it's contouring the correct direction. I would have to, the razor wouldn't fit down the gap. It would have to be totally cut and then if it was bigger and tighter, or maybe just some sort of headband that really went around and acted like fingers that were, you know how I usually block my perimeter like this? I guess I'd have to use my left hand to shave though. What the fuck? I'm in here! Do most of you have this problem, this scalp problem and this sweating problem and all that sort of stuff? I don't know if this is normal or not. It's a two-man job, I think, because everything's backwards. Let me try and flip this mirror, see if it makes it easier for me. Yeah, that is easier. My brain comprehends that one. Just keep going around. I have good visibility now.
I know what's wrong with you.
What?
AIDS.
The easiest way to shave your head, I don't know about that opening sequence when I traced it around the first thing I did, but is to keep the razor still and just turn your head left and right. You've got more control using your head than your hand. Yeah, I've got some kind of skin disease, that's for sure. My head's itchy. Right, all the places that I've always had a hairpiece for the last 14 years, spotless. All the places I don't. And this could be because this bit's been suffocated and all the life force has been pushed back here saying, save us from the suffocation over here. Is that shaped enough? I don't know. This towel's fucking weird. Alright, here's the first major thing I've noticed. Here's the first major thing I've noticed here. The towel is like absolutely locked to my head. It doesn't want to slide because of all this stubble. It can go forwards, but not back. Back makes it feel like it's tearing the towel to pieces. Yeah, it feels weird. It feels weird and spongy, like that way. But going that way, it feels like sharp. That's how worms mate, by the way.
Earthworm love.
Ambidextrous, but with genitals. What do you call it again? Somebody who has both genitals? A person, you fucking bigot! Well, it looks like it took a bit of shrapnel. I was about to walk around like some Neanderthal. No, of course I won't. You walk around me. What's going on here? It's very itchy. And I can tell you right now, the last thing I feel like doing right now is putting glue all over this and suffocating it with a big plastic sheet. Damn. You know it just keeps going under there, right? Where the fuck is my tattoo? Oh, there it is. It's a little smiley face right there. If I shade down to there, that'd probably be like a male pattern baldness. When I did the tattoo, I said, when I get bald, when I'm old, I want him just poking over the top, and I imagine myself in this exact situation, but maybe not doing it deliberately to myself like this, but, you know, this his little face peeking over the top. I'll get there one day, I think. Might give my head a chance to heal a bit. As for now, I'm going to go into the medical kit and see if I can find some, well, hydrosol. I think that's the stuff I put on my chin and face. Let me get that cream. I'll just try this stuff for now. While I'm there, I should probably tack this one on my face as well. And now just to rub my eyes with this. I'll just have a wank with my hand. I don't think I should touch any part of my body that's touched my head. Fuck. I'm not only ugly, but I'm just riddled with diseases. And I'm about to fucking squirt pus on people is Pus Man. You gotta drink more water. I don't know what the fuck the cure is for this. What is it? Eczema? Psoriasis and cirrhosis. One spelled with a P, and cirrhosis, I think she's spelled with a C. Alright, I am seriously gonna go and let this get air on it for a while. So I don't die. Whatever the fuck is crawling through my brains right now. Let me know if you start seeing something pulsing or squirming around the temple and that coming out the eyeball and dropping back down in. Oh shit, touching my face. I cannot in good conscience put this hairpiece or glue onto this right now. This will just simply have to be my new hairstyle.